Hey everyone, it's Cody. In the last video I posted here on the channel, I gave you 6 downsides to consider if you're thinking about making a move here to Salt Lake City. Well, we're gonna turn that around and I'm gonna give you 6 amazing upsides that you really wanna consider in your decision to make a move here to Salt Lake City. Before I jump into it, as always, make sure to get in touch with me if you are thinking about making that move here. Call me, text me, email me, get a hold of me any way that you need to so we can have a chat about that. Let's jump into things. All right, now I don't want to waste any time getting into this. So the first item on our list is that we have an awesome economic climate here. We've got tons of jobs, we've got a lot of opportunity, we've got a very educated workforce, and we've got people willing to work. So if you're thinking about starting a business and you want to come to Utah to do that, or if you're looking for a great job that's going to give you a very good salary, Utah is one of the best places that you can come to do that. We've got tons of opportunities in the tech and healthcare space, as well as in transportation, education, and a lot of other industries. We've got a great economic climate, and I see that that's going to continue to be what Utah is known for. Utah is very business friendly, and there's a lot of major companies who are setting up shop here. Just to name a few, we've got Facebook, we've got Adobe, we've got Amazon, we've got Oracle. We have so many companies here, and that's just to name a few. Number 2 on our list is something I've talked about so many times here on the channel. We have amazing access to the outdoors. We've got 10 different world-class ski resorts within 1 hour's drive from Salt Lake City. You've got hiking, rock climbing, you've got road bike, you've got mountain bike, you can go boating, you can do just about anything that you want to here in Utah within 30 to 60 minutes, pretty much no matter where you live. If you're living here in the metro area, you can get into the Wasatch Mountains, you can get on the lake, you can get just about anywhere you want to go in a very short amount of time. You really can't downplay the access that you have to the outdoors here. If you enjoy doing any of those things, you're going to have a ton of options if you're living here in Salt Lake. There's no need to plan those winter or summer trips to go and do some recreational activities because you've got everything right here at your doorstep. All right, now the third item on our list, I want to talk a little bit about national parks. This isn't something that I've talked about much here on the channel before, but you do have awesome access to a lot of the national parks as well. If you're okay driving a little bit further than those 30 to 60 minutes just to get outdoors, you can go to any number of national parks that we have here in the vicinity. You've got Yellowstone a couple hours to the north, you've got Grand Teton, you've got Zion National Park, you've got Bryce Canyon, you've got Canyonlands, you've got Arches, you've got Goblin Valley. There's so many different parks here and a lot of great scenery to view. These are some of the most visited parks within the entire country, and it's great to have them within just a couple hours drive from you. If you're living in Salt Lake, if you're living in the northern part of Utah, it's just a couple hours south to get to the red rock that is famous and Utah is known for. And I'm not even going to mention to everybody about Lake Powell, the absolute paradise when it comes to boating and camping on the reservoir. I basically grew up on Lake Powell and I have so many fond memories of being there. If you get the opportunity to go and spend some time there, you will not regret it. I promise you, it's an absolute blast and it's such a fun place to be. All right, next on our list, let's talk a little bit about the weather that we get here in Utah. We've got all 4 seasons. We get winter, we get spring, we get summer, and we get fall. Starting with winter, we actually have pretty mild weather here in the winter. We do get a lot of snow and it does get cold, but we don't have the blistering winters that you get in the Northeast or even in the Midwest. You know, this isn't Minnesota, it's not Michigan, it's not Illinois where you get these really cold winters. So it's pretty mild overall. Most days we're going to see temperatures in the 20s or the 30s on a warm day in the winter here, but it's pretty rare that it gets down into the single digits and it almost never goes negative here in the valley. Now, if you're up in the mountains, it's going to be a little bit different story. If you're going skiing or you're doing some camping up there or even just staying at the hotel, it is going to be colder. It is more common to hit those single digits, and every once in a while you will go negative up there, but it's pretty rare. For the most part, the winters here are really mild. Springtime and fall time, I'm going to group those together because they're a little bit shorter here than you'll find in a lot of different areas, and they pass pretty quickly, unfortunately. These are the best times to be outside. You've got amazing weather. It's nice and dry, so it's not hot. There's a little bit of a breeze coming through, and in the fall, you get the beautiful colors all along the mountainside that you can see, and it's just an absolutely beautiful sight. Lastly, let's talk about summer. We do get some hot summers here. Most days it's going to be in the 90s, possibly even pushing 100 or just barely over, and it's going to be hot. The nice thing about it though is it's a dry heat. We don't have the humidity like you've got on the West Coast or anywhere along the East Coast, even pretty much the rest of the country. You've got a lot more humidity than you find here in Utah. So it's very dry, and it's nice because when you're outside, you're like, man, yeah, this is hot, but a little breeze takes all of that away. And my favorite thing is when you walk outside, it doesn't feel like you're absolutely drenched right away. So it does get hot, but you'll mostly find that these hot months are basically in June, July, and August. September and May, you know, on either side of the summer months there, it's generally really nice. All right, next up on our list is the high quality of life that you're gonna get living here. We've got low crime and we've got great schools, and one of the things that I hear all the time when people come to visit is how clean it is here in the city. People like to take care of what we've got here. They don't litter very often. Of course, you'll find trash just like you will in any place, but it's so clean. Even in the downtown area, it's very clean. There's always people picking up trash, and everybody tries to do their part with throwing things away. So one of the best things about it is you're walking around and it just feels like a great overall clean place. It's awesome to live here. It's not a place where you need to worry about being outside at night, and it's just a really great place to live. There's so many people who come to visit here and they say, wow, this is so much cleaner than it is back home, or this is so much nicer, or things are so much more spread out, or it's just a better quality of life that you're getting here. All right, and real quick before we jump into the last one, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. This helps you because you're gonna get notified when I release new videos here on the channel about what it's like to live here in Salt Lake City or any of the surrounding areas that I work. I work everywhere from Ogden all the way down to Provo, and even beyond that every once in a while. So subscribe to the channel. It's gonna help you out. It's gonna help me grow this channel to reach more people like yourself who are interested in learning about Utah. Also, give me a thumbs up here on the video if you enjoyed this content. If it was a little bit better than the last video, I'd really appreciate the thumbs up. Also, before I give you that last one, make sure to get in touch with me if you're thinking about making that move to Utah. I'm gonna leave my information here on the screen, and it will be in the description box down below. I absolutely love it when you guys reach out, so don't hesitate to do so. Let's jump into number 6. Number 6 is one of the best things about living here is it's such a friendly place, especially for families. It's very family friendly, and anybody who comes here always makes a comment about how nice it is to live here and how welcoming people are. Yeah, we give crap to the Californians who are moving here, but overall, you know, people are pretty friendly and we try to get along with one another. You know, everybody's going to be moving around, everybody's moving into the state, out of the state, doesn't matter, but we try to have a nice environment here, and that's something that people always comment on when they come to visit or they actually end up moving here. In fact, I just had a family relocate here, and they actually made the comment to me of, man, our neighbors are great, they love us. So you will find that here, and if you've got kids, it's going to be very much the same. There's tons of kids here. In fact, Utah does have the largest family size on a median basis, so you can expect to find lots of kids. Your kids will have lots of friends to play with, and it's just a great place to live. Guys, that wraps up our video here. I hope you enjoyed this content. As always, get in touch with me, give me a like here on the video if you like this, and I'll catch you in the next one.